Have you ever noticed how the smartest people you know often prefer staying home? They skip the endless parties, the noisy gatherings, the shallow small talk, and yet somehow they're thriving while everyone else is exhausted, distracted, and constantly chasing approval. There's a reason for this. People who embrace their own company, who protect their time and energy, aren't lazy. They're strategic. They understand that the world outside is full of distractions, drama, and people looking to steal your focus. While most run around seeking validation, the homebound thinker invests in themselves, reading, creating, reflecting, and building a mind that can't be bought or distracted. Think about your life. Who really succeeds in the long term? Often, it's not the loudest, most charming person in the room. It's the one who quietly observes, learns, and acts with precision. The one who avoids meaningless social games, doesn't waste hours chasing empty experiences, and instead channels their energy into thought, skill, and personal growth. That's real power. Schopenhauer saw this clearly. He understood that the world is designed to exhaust you, to pull you away from your own mind. The person who stays home, who values their own space and intelligence, becomes invisible to the chaos, but unstoppable within it. Every hour spent alone cultivating your ideas, reflecting on life, or simply thinking deeply, is an hour your competition can never touch. So here's the truth most people miss. Staying home isn't avoidance, it's mastery. It's being ahead of a world addicted to noise. It's the silent strategy of those who will shape their lives while the rest of society runs in circles. The question is, are you one of them? Are you brave enough to choose your mind over the crowd? Before we dive deeper, take a moment to recognize this. The person who chooses home over the crowd is not avoiding life. They are mastering it. There's a reason they seem sharper, calmer, and more in control than everyone else. While others waste hours in shallow conversation, endless notifications, and meaningless gatherings, the homebound thinker is building something invisible but far more valuable: clarity, focus, and mental freedom. Every hour alone is an investment in their mind, the one thing nobody can take away. Think about it. Every social obligation you've ever felt forced to attend comes with a hidden cost: energy, attention, and time. People who love staying home have learned to protect themselves from this invisible tax. They read, they create, they reflect. They understand cause and effect in life because they are not distracted by the superficial noise of approval or social posturing. That's intelligence in action. Quiet, patient, unstoppable. History proves it. The thinkers, innovators, and strategists who changed the world often thrived in solitude. They avoided the constant buzz of society, not out of fear, but out of awareness. Solitude gave them depth of thought that no party, meeting, or gathering could provide. It was their shield and their weapon. And here's the thing most people never realize. Staying home doesn't mean being inactive. It means being deliberate. Every moment is yours to command. Every choice is measured. You're not pulled by society's whims. You pull society toward your own life, on your own terms. So ask yourself, do you want to be drained by the world, always seeking validation? Or do you want to be like the quiet thinkers, the ones who grow smarter, sharper, stronger in the silence of their own home? Because that silence is where true power begins. Imagine what you could accomplish if you treated your own mind like a fortress instead of letting the chaos of the world take it for granted. That is the secret of the homebound, and the reason they always win, quietly, effortlessly, invisibly, while everyone else is exhausted chasing shadows. Society doesn't just overlook the person who stays home, it fears them. Because someone who values their own mind, who isn't desperate for attention or approval, cannot be controlled, manipulated, or distracted by the shallow games everyone else is playing. Think about it. The crowd thrives on predictability, the endless parties, the small talk, the constant need to be seen. But the homebound thinker breaks that rhythm. They move at their own pace, follow their own rules, and live according to their own understanding of life. That independence is unsettling to the rest of the world. The loud, social, always-out group envies them without even realizing it. They wonder how one person can appear calm, sharp, and composed while they are exhausted and overstimulated. Meanwhile, the person who chooses home is quietly studying life, observing patterns, reflecting on human behavior, and mastering themselves. Every hour spent alone compounds their advantage, building a mind that cannot be distracted, a focus that cannot be broken, a perspective that the chaotic world can't reach. And let's be honest, the world outside doesn't want thinkers like this. It wants performers, followers, people who play by the rules, people whose attention it can capture and consume. But the homebody is invisible to the distractions, immune to manipulation, immune to shallow drama, immune to the pressure of fitting in. This is why society fears them without knowing it. Look at history, and you'll see it again and again. The innovators, philosophers, and strategists who changed the world spent countless hours alone, refining ideas, sharpening thoughts, and preparing for impact. While others ran in circles seeking approval, these quiet minds cultivated depth and wisdom, the kind that gives them power the noisy world can never match. So when the next invitation comes, the next demand for your attention, remember this. The homebound thinker isn't missing out. They are building something the crowd can't see, something the crowd can't touch. They are quietly winning while everyone else is trapped chasing empty experiences. And that, more than anything, is why staying home is not just smart. It's revolutionary. Every choice you make about where to spend your time either builds you up or wears you down. Every hour you give to the world outside comes at a cost. And the people who understand the power of staying home, they are quietly accumulating strength, clarity, and freedom while everyone else is being drained. Think about your average day. How many hours are lost to distractions you don't even notice? Endless scrolling, meaningless meetings, small talk that goes nowhere. The people who thrive in solitude have learned a simple truth. Every hour you spend outside the carefully designed boundaries of your mind is an hour the world steals from you. They refuse to give it away. They protect their time because they understand that time is the raw material of thought, creativity, and life itself. Staying home isn't about hiding. It's about building. Every hour alone is an investment in yourself. Reading, thinking, creating, reflecting, practicing a skill. These are the invisible victories that shape lives. The homebound thinker isn't missing out on life. They are building a life that the crowd can never touch. They develop insights that the noisy world never even imagines. They become unshakable because their energy is their own. And here's the subtle genius of it. The quieter you are, the more powerful you become. The world celebrates the loud, the flashy, the dramatic, but it's the silent, deliberate, homebound mind that is most in control. They move through life observing patterns, understanding human behavior, and making choices that others wouldn't even notice. While the rest of society burns energy on superficial approval, the homebody compounds theirs, mentally, emotionally, strategically. There's also protection in staying home. Avoiding unnecessary conflicts, social drains, and shallow drama keeps the mind unbroken. It keeps attention sharp, decisions clear, and priorities intact. Every invitation refused, every hour spent alone, every distraction ignored is a layer of armor against a chaotic, exhausting world. The homebound thinker doesn't just survive in this world, they thrive in it, quietly, invisibly, irresistibly. Imagine a life where you control your own time, where your mind is your sanctuary. Imagine the freedom of not having to perform for anyone else, the clarity of thinking deeply while others are lost in noise, the power of being able to act strategically while everyone else reacts impulsively. This is the homebody's advantage. And the most beautiful part? The world rarely notices it. They don't see the hours spent reading, thinking, reflecting, building. They only see the results: calm composure, sharp intelligence, depth, and wisdom. The homebound thinker wins without anyone applauding. They live on their own terms in a world that would rather distract them, and yet they rise above it all. So the next time you feel pressured to go out, to follow the crowd, to prove yourself socially, ask yourself, are you giving your energy away, or are you protecting it? Because every hour you spend cultivating your own mind at home is an hour of real power. And in a world that rewards noise over substance, that is the greatest advantage you can have. Staying home is not weakness. It is strategy. It is self-mastery. It is a rebellion against chaos. It is where the strongest minds, the sharpest thinkers, and the most unstoppable people are quietly winning, while the world chases illusions outside. This is the part most people never understand. Staying home is not a retreat from life. It is an entrance into it. It is the deliberate choice to invest in yourself when the rest of the world wastes its energy chasing approval, attention, and fleeting pleasures. The person who loves being home is not lazy. They are deliberate. They are strategic. Every hour alone, every moment spent cultivating thought, reflection, and focus compounds into intelligence, clarity, and power that the noisy, distracted world cannot match. While others exhaust themselves performing for recognition, the homebound thinker grows stronger in silence, sharper in insight, and freer in mind. Schopenhauer recognized this truth over a century ago. He understood that most people's lives are consumed by triviality, by obligations that serve nothing but social expectation. The homebody, however, escapes this trap. They do not live for the applause of others, the fleeting validation of peers, or the hollow rituals of society. They live for their own mind, their own growth, their own depth. And in this, they are untouchable. Look around you. How many people seem perpetually drained, distracted, or anxious? How many are consumed by constant social performance? Now consider the homebound thinker. Calm, deliberate, observant, untethered from external chaos. They read, they create, they think. They develop perspective while others are lost in noise. They plan while others react. They act while others exhaust themselves in appearances. This is the quiet genius of the homebound. They are building a life few will ever notice, but one no one can take from them. Every idea sharpened, every skill improved, every hour of reflection is a step ahead of the crowd, invisible to outsiders, but irreversible in its impact. The world may never understand it, may never value it, and may even criticize it. But the homebody doesn't need its approval. Their mind is their kingdom. And here is the subtle but ultimate truth. The homebound thinker sees the world clearly. They are free from the illusions most people are trapped in. They understand human behavior, the mechanics of distraction, and the patterns that govern success. They know what to pursue, and just as importantly, what to ignore. Their life is deliberate. Their mind is protected. Their freedom is real. So the next time you feel pressure to conform, to chase approval, or to give your energy away, remember this. The greatest victories are often invisible, built in silence and solitude. The people who stay home, who cherish their own minds, are quietly winning. They are sharper, calmer, stronger, and freer than anyone running after a world that will never satisfy them. The world may praise noise and reward performance, but wisdom, clarity, and power grow in quiet. Staying home is not weakness. It is strategy. It is freedom. It is mastery. It is the rebellion that few dare to undertake. The rebellion of the mind, the heart, and the soul. So if you choose to stay home, to protect your mind, to cultivate your thoughts and your skills, know this. You are not missing out. You are quietly winning. You are building yourself in a way the world cannot touch. And in that silence, in that solitude, you are unstoppable. The world is loud, chaotic, and relentless. Your mind is yours. Guard it, nourish it, and let it become your greatest power. If this perspective resonates, if you see the power in protecting your mind, cultivating your thoughts, and mastering your own life, then consider staying connected. Subscribing here isn't just a click. It's a choice to prioritize ideas over noise, clarity over distraction, and depth over the superficial. Join the community of thinkers who value reflection, strategy, and insight. Every video is designed to give you something the world won't, a moment to think, to question, and to grow. Subscribe and let your mind continue to expand, quietly, deliberately, and powerfully.